Hello everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. And this is my segment on Craft Around the Clock. Make sure that you are commenting. We will be doing Happy Mail entries today. Let me get us pulled up over here so I can see comments. And we will get rolling here. Miss Tracy will share us into the group. And let me pull up comments. All right, I think we are in business. All right, hello. When you get here, say hello. Let me know you are here. If you are just jumping on, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock, as well as on my own page. So make sure you're commenting. My mom is going to be in the comments. She's the one Kathy Creates. She's going to set some timers. She's going to pull some names for some entries to Happy Mail. Okay, so let me get started because there's a lot to do here tonight. I already started some of it, got some of the painting out of the way, but I wanted to show you what a complete kit looks like. So this is a little garland. As you can see it a little bit hanging down in the background back here. You can't see it too well. But what it is, it's a little Valentine heart garland, okay? So first you get the little backer piece, and if you can see, it's got the little score lines on it, so you know where to line it up. Then this little heart goes on top, like so, and as you can see, it's got the L scored into it. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Miss Tracy. And then we have our little L that goes right on top. As you can see, it's super sweet. All of the letters have the little hearts inside of them. Such a sweet little kit. I just love this kit. So you have all 4 of the letters that spell love. Come with the kit, shipped to your door, $12. Hello, Fatima. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Cynthia. Hello. You believe I'm still fighting this stupid cough? Hello, Sonia. All right, so I've already started painting. So I painted 3 of my hearts already, and I painted all 4 of these. Now, what I am going to do is, and I did it on these other 3 already, so I went around the edges, and I just took a paint pen, and I went around the edges of it. Excuse me, my goodness. All right, so we're going to do the same thing on this. I'm just taking a little paint pen, putting little dots kind of in the center of this scallop. These hearts have a scalloped edge. Now, you could also use a scrapbook paper on these. I wouldn't necessarily do it on the scalloped one. Oh my goodness. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. I haven't coughed all day. Now all of a sudden I'm coughing. Of course, right when I'm going to go live, right? But on the solid heart, I would do scrapbook paper. That would be very cute. And you probably don't need to paint the whole heart because the inside is going to be covered by this one, but it's just easier to do the whole thing. But if you don't get great coverage in the center, no worries, because it's going to be covered up anyways. Okay, so we have that done. This paint pen is on its last leg. Excuse me. My goodness. All right, so we're going to set these up here out of the way. Let them dry. That paint pen needs to dry. I'm going to go ahead and paint the last heart. Hello, Irma. Hello, Miss Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary. Miss Mary's with Ocean Breeze and Me. She's another one of our crafty sisters. Make sure you're following them if you see any of my other crafty sisters on here. By all means. And you can log in as your page. You don't have to log in as your personal. I don't mind at all. So we're just going to paint this now. Depending on how thick of a coat of paint you put on, those etch lines can disappear. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't really matter. You don't really need them. It's just a guide. You can center them up pretty well just by eyeballing them. So this probably is going to take 2 coats of paint. So we're going to put the first one on. We're going to go ahead and dry that. Hello, yeah, Deb. Get it right. Figure out how to here. You're here, Karen. You're here. That's the important part. All right, so we're going to dry this real quick. And if you're local, be on the lookout. I'm going to be having another make and take coming up soon. I got to get with Jess on the date. I have a date kind of in mind. I want to make sure it's available. This one's super cute. So, I just got to get the date confirmed. But be on the lookout because then probably in the next week or so I'll just announce it. Yes, Karen. And I'll give you a hint. It's a 2-sided thing. It's a 2-for-1. You're going to get something for Valentine's and for spring, all in the same project. Just going to flip it around. Remember how we did the pumpkin and the snowman? It's kind of something similar. All right, we're going to add the second coat of white to this. And of course, all you folks that aren't local, there will be an option to purchase the kit online. So don't worry, you're not missing out. You too can get the kit. You just won't get to come hang out with me. That may be a blessing. I don't know how y'all feel about that. We'd have fun at my making bakes. Okay, so I think we're done with the white. Thank you, Denise, for sprinkling. Welcome to Monty and Montana. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. All right, so we got that about done. So next what we're going to do is we're going to let this finish drying. And we're going to paint our letters. Okay, so we're going to set that guy aside. We're going to pull out our letters here. We got some raffia. You know, I got raffia flying out everywhere. So let's just take a little piece of tape just to hold them down so they're not fighting us. Find it so much easier to paint anything relatively small with taping them down. Oops, gotta get that on the top side of the tape though. There we go. So I don't know about y'all, but I've missed crafting because we were on vacation and then it was Christmas and then it was, I was supposed to go live on Friday and then my neck decided to not be nice. So I had to cancel and I couldn't turn my head. Kind of hard to craft when you can't turn or look down for that matter. But it's all better now. It's like once a year I get this little, I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of seizes up about once a year and then it's fine. So the joys of getting older, right? The joys of getting older. Okay, so when I'm doing my little pieces like this, I like to tape them down and I like to use a sponge. Sponge helps keep it from getting so much excess on your edges. You still might get a little, but it usually cuts back on that a lot. And what I do is I dab it onto the plate and then I kind of dab it off. So I'm loading the sponge, but I don't have a lot of excess. And that way you don't get that on the edge. And I don't go back and forth. I literally just dab up and down. Because if you drag it across it, it will leave some on your edges. And I don't like that. like my edges to be the nice dark laser. So that's why I do it that way. And we're going to go ahead and hit these with one more coat. Because it looks a little light in spots. And then we're going to distress them just a smidge. Because you know I like everything distressed. If you're new to my page, you'll soon learn that I like to distress things. I love my buffalo plaid, as you can tell. And I love raffia. So those are my things. Okay. I think that is pretty good. And I think, oh no, we're not. I thought we were done with paint, but no, we're not. Yeah, the sponges are a game changer. It makes it so much easier. I'm going to dry these and I'm going to let them sit aside for a moment. So we're going to just move these over. Let them finish drying over there. We're going to pull these back. And now I want to put little teeny tiny polka dots on my little hearts. Hello, Tracy. Welcome, welcome, girl. Not sure what that's about. So I'm just going to use a skewer. And I'm just going to go around and put little teeny polka dots. Just kind of here, there, and everywhere. Now, they are going to be partially covered up by the letters, so we don't need them to be perfectly spaced because, you know, a lot of them are going to get covered up. I didn't have a small enough paintbrush, and I don't have a red paint pen, so I figured this would be the easiest way to accomplish our little teeny tiny polka dots. Now I'm slightly twisting this as I do it. And that kind of helps you get it more even. Okay. So there's one. Very simple. Nothing to it. My computer's timing out on me. Use whatever you got. It's got a flat tip on the end and it's tiny, just the size I wanted. So, you know, you got to use what you got. Anything with a flat tip would work. I was looking at some of my paintbrushes. I was going to use the end of one of my paintbrushes, but this works just fine. So we're going to do all four of these the same way. Did everybody have a good New Year's? Ours was very quiet. On New Year's Eve, in the early afternoon, we had a birthday party for my 4-year-old great nephew. So we did that, but then after that we came home and I think we're in bed by 10. We're not real big party animals anymore. Never really were. It's just not really our jam. Very quiet. Had a great New Year's Eve, played games. That sounds fun. I worked on a few things. I got my my subscription box. If y'all don't know, I have a subscription box, and it's always something from our wood shop, and then you get all of the materials, paint brushes, if there's ribbon, bows, anything like that you need to complete it. Everything, you get everything. I don't typically send glue. Once I think once or twice I've sent glue because of the project required it, but 99% of ours have sticky back on the back. So you'll see that here in just a few minutes. When I go to put this all together, our pieces have a 3M adhesive back on them. So there is no glue necessary on our kit. On this kit, there is no glue. We will not be using glue. I do not like to use glue. It's messy, it oozes out, doesn't always stick. This 3M product is a great product, and you can't take it off. If you do, you can, you'd have to pry it off. Because I've done it just to see, and it ruins both pieces. So it's a one and done. It sticks very well, and there's no ooze. I don't like ooze. All right, we almost have this done. This is our last one to put the polka dots on. As you can see, I'm not really paying very close attention to where these are going. I'm just plopping them on. We're not worried about a pattern. We're just getting them on there. All right. I think we need one more right here. There we go. All right. So let's wipe off the end of our skewer. Miss Tracy, you've got an entry to Happy Mail. All right. So let's set those back. Let those dry. And we'll do our letters in the meantime. Oh, we did our letters. Now we need to sand our letters. So let me pull these back over. There's our letters. I'm just going to use my little gator sander. And all I'm going to do is just go around the edges here. I'm just going to rough it up ever so slightly. So see how you can see that a little bit? We're going to kind of go around all of it. Oh, yes. Our kits are great. And the subscription group is $39 a month. And like I said, everything you need. You do not need anything. I think this month that I just sent out, you're going to need water for your paintbrush and some paper towels. That's it. I send everything else in the kit. Okay. So there's the first letter. I just put them in the mail today, Miss Tracy. And I think you guys are going to love, 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 love this one. They went out today. So you won't be able to get the same one they are getting because that is already shipped. But you can get it on the next one. Mom, can you post the link for the subscription box? It's on our website. This little kit is $12 shipped to your door. And you get all of the wood pieces. How are we doing on time? So my computer won't keep time anymore. I don't know why. Something's going on with my computer. I gotta figure that out. Because it's saying now that it's January 1st at 11:40 p.m. It's a little off. And I can reset it and it'll hold the time, but then when I put it to sleep, it doesn't keep its time. It doesn't remember. Maybe, I'm not sure, Tracy. It happened after an update. So I'm wondering if the update messed it up. That's what I think happened. Because it was fine until then. All right, so let's go ahead. So we've got all of those sanded. Let's get these dry. We need to dry off these little polka dots. What does that mean, Aunt Deb? I don't know what that means. That's what's called old age, right? Yeah, you don't need hot glue. You're not going to use hot glue on 99% of my kids. If I can put the sticky back on it, I do. Turn the battery back up. I don't know what that means, Aunt Deb. I'm going to have to look at that. It's a small battery inside that retains the date of time. And a Mac? Because it's a MacBook. It's not terribly old. I want to say maybe 3 years old. So it's not super old. Right? I know, Wendy. I am a mess with the glue, too. All right. These are pretty dry, so we're going to go ahead. All right. So I'm going to see if I can see them. So this one is the O. All right. So one of the best ways to get the sticky back off, it's a peel and stick. So I just start it with this little poker from Dollar Tree. And then now you do want to make sure your little hearts are going up right on the O, because then you'd have them upside down. So you want to just make sure that they're going the correct way. The polka dots aren't completely dry, but we're going to go with it anyways. No, it's on your dell. I don't know. I'll have to do some research. And the crappy part is that some of my programs won't run if the time's wrong. Somehow it knows and it says, nope. Like the laser program. It won't run. So I'm just lining these up with the score marks, so it makes it easy. Yep, that's what I'll be doing. It is a banner, Miss Tracy. We're going to string it up here in just a minute. Okay. See how cute that is? Now, we're going to add it to these now. And of course, you could do this. I thought about doing it in like a black and white because I thought that'd be really cute and it would match my aesthetic, but I wanted to keep it there. Thank you. I wanted to keep it Valentine's. I'm just matching up those score marks best I can. There we go. Try not to push down on the polka dots. Okay. Look how cute that is. Isn't that precious? I just love this. I think this is so cute. Yes, it is behind me. It's hanging. You can't see it very much because I've got the camera too far down. But it is hanging behind me. And I don't have a mantle, but I have made myself a little area in my living room where I hang these little banners, and I just love it. I have a little shelf above it, and I hang it right below the shelf, and I think they're really cute. One more left to do, and then we'll start stringing it up. How are we doing on time? Okay, we got 20 minutes. We're doing good. This one's got a piece of something on it. All right. Okay. How precious are these? I just think this is the cutest thing ever. Let's go that way. Okay. Let's get these spelled correctly. Now the one up there I did with a softer pink, and this one I did more with like a rosy pink. This one I did, it was with the vintage tea rose, the folk art. I liked that. The other one was with the Anita's Princess Pink. I wanted to try it a little darker though. Okay. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I am going to use a cough drop. I'm not sure why I'm coughing all of a sudden. All right. So sorry about that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take, I've kind of gotten this down from my area to do about double the length. So I don't know, it's probably about 2 yards. And that works well for my space. So then I'm just going to make a loop on one end and tie it in a knot. So we have something to hang it from. So we have our little loop right here. Now I'm going to tie a couple of knots so our beads don't make that knot a little fatter. So our beads don't fall through. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off this excess. Okay, so all I did was tied a little knot there, and I've got a little loop at the top here to hang it from. Okay, so now we're going to take some beads. Now, I buy these garlands right about now, around right after Christmas. Hobby Lobby will have these dirt cheap if they still got them, and you can get beads so cheap. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 2. Whoops. And then we also have some of my buffalo plaid, because of course can't do that. And then we're going to put a little fabric on it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this. I'm going to cut 2 strips, about 1 inch. And we're just going to tie it. And I'm just pulling the ravelins off. All right, that's pretty good. There's a few more, but we could be here all night pulling those off, so we'll just get the most of them. And then I like them to be about there. So when I tie it, so we're going to go this long. So I don't know, about 6 inches maybe. And I'm just going to cut all of them down to that length, give or take. All right, that should be enough, and if not, we can just cut a few more. Bob is doing good. No, he's probably not getting ready to craft again. This isn't his jam. This is my jam. All right, so we're going to do 2 white We're going to do 2 red. We're going to do a buffalo plaid. Because you know we got to put my buffalo plaid in there. I'm going to do 2 more red. Now that I've learned how to use this thing, it's great. Okay. Now, here's our end. Here's our end. So we poke our end through there. And pull this down. All right. And what I did on my one back there, which I liked how that turned out, is in between the white and the red, I put the fabric. Are we on time? Okay, we're good. We're 15 minutes. We're doing good. All right. So we're going to put another one of these. All right. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Okay, we have the white, the fabric, red, buffalo plaid, red, fabric, white. Okay, we're just going to keep repeating that pattern. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put, oops, I just dropped my bead threader. We are going to put our first heart on. So we can string that one. All right, there. All right, and now we're going to do beads again. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Sonia. This is right up my alley. I'm a pink girl. I love my buffalo plaid. So this is right up my alley. All right, and then we're going to put this one on. And then we're going to put our fabric on in between our red and our white. You wouldn't have to do the fabric. I just like the look of it. You could just do all beads if you'd like, but oops, I got a bead stuck in there. There we go. But I like how it looks with the fabric, so I always add fabric to mine. All right. I tied that one too tight. I can't slide it. There we go. All right, now time for the O. I think so too, Sonia. Just kind of gives it that extra little something. And then we're just going to keep repeating this until we get it done. Yeah, there you go. Mom put the link to the shop on there for you. If anyone's interested in any of our products. All right. So the bead threader is a great little tool. I resisted it for a long time, but I finally learned how to use it, which is not that difficult to use, but I wasn't using it correctly. I was trying to put the string in first, then the beads, and it wasn't working. And once I figured out the right way to do it, then it's way easier. So yeah, the red and the white beads were both garlands from Hobby Lobby that I've picked up over the years, and I've got black ones too. You know, and you can always paint them, even if you get, you know, they have a funky color, you know, because like at springtime, they have a lot of different colors. And if you know, you're not a fan of it, but that's what they have left at the end of the season, and, you know, you want to pick up some cheap beads, you can always paint them. I've picked up some neutral ones as well, just because they paint easier. And it's just an easy way to get beads fairly inexpensively. Because I want to say they're normally like $5.99, I think. I've got one right here, I think. Does it have the price tag on it? No, it does not, because here's a whole one, because I wasn't sure about that, so I grabbed another one. But I think they're normally like $5.99, and if you can get them when they're, you know, even 60% off, that's still pretty cheap for that many beads. Or if you're lucky and they still have them when it's 90% off, then you're getting them for like 60 cents. You can't get them on Amazon that cheap. Right, that is correct, what Tracy just said. The rest of our kits are just the wood pieces. My monthly subscription is the only one that you get all of the paint and the paint brushes and everything you need to make it. Ribbon, fabric, anything that's necessary for that kit. The subscription group is the only way you're going to get all of that. And we go live once a month in a private group where, you know, I usually bring at least one, sometimes more, depending on if Facebook's playing nice. I'll bring you on camera with me, and we get to know each other. Because, you know, you guys get to see me all the time, but I don't get to see you. I don't get to hear your voices. I don't, you know, so it's really kind of nice. I like to bring that on. I like to bring you guys on camera with me. And that way I get to know you. I like that a lot. All right, we're putting our last one on. And this is just some of that baker's twine. And I think I ordered this red and white one on Amazon, maybe. Can't remember where I got it. We have just enough beads on this to finish. There's 3 left, I think. It is so cute. The subscription is $39 a month, and that includes shipping. So that's all you'll ever be charged is $39. It is once a month. And it ships to your door. I've sent candles. I've sent like the flameless ones to go with our project. I've sent fairy lights. Whoops, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I've sent fairy lights. I've sent paint pens. I've sent... Gosh, what else have I sent you, girls? So whatever is necessary to complete the kit. I have my one, I think, from the other night right here. And I mix it up. It's not always the same thing. Because we sell a lot of door hangers, but I think I've only sent 2 door hangers. Yeah, I think the Halloween one and the Hey Y'all one. Those were the only 2 door hangers that I've sent. The rest have just been miscellaneous things. We've had a lot of little stand things. We've had a couple of tiered tray sets. It's just a variety of things. Yep, Yep, we said a candle with that. I had a kind of like a stained glass window type thing, but it had like a clear acrylic, glitter clear acrylic piece that went behind it. It was very pretty for Thanksgiving. Okay, so we are done here, but I'm not going to tie this off yet because I don't know. How are we on time? Oh, we got 5 minutes. We're good. Because I'm not sure how long I want this, but I will hold it up here for you. Okay, so we go love, L-O-V-E. All right, so I would just make another little loop on the other end of this with a couple more knots to prevent it from, I'm going to make it up a little higher. I can always go back and shorten it if I need to. Yes, this kit is $12 and it's just the wood pieces. You're not going to get any of the fabric, the twine, the paint brushes, none of that, because this is not a subscription box. This is just a kit. So we're going to go ahead and trim this off. All right, and there you go. We have our 2 loops. So we just put a loop on each end. And we have our cute, cute little banner. This would be adorable hanging on a coffee bar. I mean, just think about all the places that you could put something like this. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Sonia. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Tracy has been, she's one of the people that have been in my subscription group since day one. She was one of the first people to sign up, and I hope she loves it. I think she does. We have a lot of fun. This was last month's subscription box. How cute is this guy? And he matched the, I don't have any of them in here, I don't think. I have a tier tray set, a little stand, and a garland that all match this. So the only way you could get this, though, was through, oh, good, Tracy. The only way you could get this was if you were in the subscription group, but the other 3 pieces are on the website. Thank you. And I do have it right here. Here's this was the stained glass one that I was talking about. How pretty is this? And then we have this little candle to go with it. You can't really see it behind it, but so it has the little base for it to sit on, and then it came with that. So that was the November one. So I like to try to keep them different, mix it up a little, get you different things in it. You never know. It's whatever's in my brain. This time it's a 2 for 1. So, all right, guys. Well, that is it. And my time is just about up. So I'm going to hop off. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. And if you're interested in joining our subscription group or purchasing anything from the website, head on over. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.